Welcome to Real Life at Home Kitchen. I'm like, which camera are we going for? Where am I?
We're like looking around saying, where are we here now? It's so good to be with you.
You too.
And we're so glad that all of you are here with us today in our Real Life Kitchen. And we're continuing with the foods that we prepare, the Jewish foods that Israeli people really enjoy. And today we're going to show a typical dinner recipe. Very easy to do. If your family likes chicken and vegetables, we have the answer for you. And of course, you know that the recipe can be also found at ctvn.org anytime you'd like to access it. So the vegetables we have, well, first of all, we have chicken, we have quarters, and we leave the skin and the bones on. So this is really easy, okay? And we just put that in with some olive oil and some fresh lemon, and we bake it at 500 degrees.
Now, what's your seasoning on there?
That's just a little paprika, just to brown it up a little bit. But you want to make sure you put on a cookie sheet that has sides, okay? And we're going to put that in for 15, 20 minutes to get it. Remember, chicken has to go to 160 degrees before it's considered cooked. So you want to, if you have a thermometer, it's a good investment. Just go ahead and just put that in there. Don't hit the bone, just put in the meaty part, and it will help you to know when it's properly cooked. But then it's going to bake for 15 minutes. We're going to bring it out like we are now because this still has more to bake. And here's the vegetables we're going to do. Okay. You need to start cutting up and cleaning up radishes.
All right.
Who would have thought of radishes in the oven, huh? It's usually something you see on a vegetable tray. Right. But we're cutting them up, we're cleaning them up. And then we have some of these wonderful little carrots. We don't have to do a thing with them. Just rinse them off. Of course, you know you want to rinse them off when you get them from the store. So we've done that. And then I love these babies. These are called fingerlings.
They're so cute.
Because they kind of look like your finger. Well, imagination. Anyway, but they're nice and they're very tender. If you can't get fingerlings, you could also use the little red potatoes. Okay? And you know, I've enjoyed us talking about Israel and just what's going on because it's such a timely issue. Yes. And you know, Cornerstone is right on the cutting edge of what's going on in that part of the world. And you know, I thought it was so wonderful the last time that the day that the Prime Minister Netanyahu was speaking with our Congress was the day that we really had a real prayer time for him right here on the program. And an hour later, he was in Congress. And when we did the program, that was a taped program that day, we didn't know exactly when he was going to be speaking, but God had a plan. It was so good. I felt, you know, we have to remember that every word of prayer is important because it changes people's lives. And you say, can one prayer? Yeah, one prayer can do that. One prayer can. So we continue praying, but we're so thankful for the
you had a major win.
Oh my goodness, landslide. It was great. I'll tell you, it was great. It was like rejoicing. There was great joy in the camp, wasn't there?
Amen.
And I tell you, you know, when we line up with those that God has lined up and said, that's the apple of my eye, they are my people, then it's really important to know that we are on the side of the Lord and we can pray according to his word. So thank you for your prayers. We've asked you to pray for these countries and we thank you for that. That's really important because it can change a nation. So let's see, we're just a nice big bowl of vegetables. How are we doing over there, Miss Radish?
We're doing really
We're getting
well.
there? Now, when these vegetables are all finished, what we're going to do is just put some oil. Well, let me get my greens here. I have some green onions too. Oh, that little one. Let's see. And we're just going to chop these, and these don't have to be fine. They actually should be in like chunks, you know, bigger chunks. So just chop those up a little bit. And we're getting that in. We're going to add that. Look at the color that's going to bring, the red, the green, the white, the beige. God is such a colorful God, isn't he? I tell you, everything he made, he did it perfectly. Pleasing to the eye. Yeah.
And so these vegetables, are they going to go right on with
They're going to go right on top of our chicken. But first I want to put some, this is just some oil. Good, use good oil. You keep cutting because we'll add yours to it too. When you're finished with those. This is a good vegetable oil. We just drizzle a couple tablespoons. And some salt and pepper. Not a lot, just as coarse salt. Just enough to make it taste good. And then these will bake for about 30 minutes more. Okay. At 500 degrees, keep it up there. And then when it comes out of the oven, We're going to add some fresh lemon juice over the top. Plus, we're going to put, this is fresh dill. Like dill pickle stuff, this is fresh dill. And this is it's going to make a beautiful accompaniment to our last final taste. And we're going to have that special taste in just a couple of minutes, but we want you to know that you can get the recipes, again, at ctvn.org. We also have a salad we're going to show you at the end of the program because it's going to be good.
I just love what you do in the kitchen.
Aw.
You know, and you make people, I think in today's age, we don't sit around the table enough and make food.
We sit around the car going through the drive-thru.
That's right. This is like relationship time. You know,
Absolutely.
God's all about relationships. So
Absolutely.
I love this part.
Well,
that you sit with me, or we stand, either or.
Well, it's good to be always with you and always with our family.
Well, here we are in the Taster's Choice.
Taster's Kitchen, right?
In the kitchen.
And this is our incredible, isn't that beautiful?
It looks so lovely.
That whole platter, and it's all good for you. And it's amazing. We roasted, even radishes get a wonderful flavor when they're roasted with that lemon juice and oil.
Oh, really?
It's a
I'm
nice,
gonna try it.
nice
The
flavor.
potatoes are excellent.
And the vegetables, and then of course every salad recipe has cucumbers, has tomatoes, and has the oil and the lemon. That's their.
Now this is an Israeli food, a Jewish
Israeli
food?
dinner. Yeah, this is what they would have for dinner.
Very good.
You know,
Very
the
healthy.
radishes don't taste very radishy.
No, they
really
lose that pungent flavor. Yeah.
You're right.
Well, look
So
how
good.
caramelized. Everything gets that shiny caramel.
Very
That's all done in the oven.
All in the oven and baked at 500 degrees, which is really high.
hot.
Yes, and you do the veggies, and you said olive oil, and what was the other thing?
And lemon.
Lemon.
Very
And a little
fresh.
paprika to brown it up.
Kinda like a
So
since it's getting so warm out now.
Yeah, you can even do that on a grill, though. You
It's
could
like
put
a
it on
summer
grill
food.
pan. Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Very good.
But
Very
you know,
good.
could we remember to continue to pray for Israel because, as you know, Dawn, you're on top of it all. It's really coming to a point, isn't it?
Jesus is coming back.
He is.
Hallelujah.
Coming soon.
We're looking
He's
for his
soon.
coming. And all of the prophetic, all things that have been prophesied is going to come
Fulfilled,
true.
yes, being
So we'll
fulfilled.
watch for that. Thank you, Arlene, for cooking this for us.
Sure.
That's
Wish we
right.
could bring it to you, but we can't.
That's right.
That's
So
all right.
We're
They
going
can
to eat
give
it
the recipes.
ourselves. And I appreciate the reference. I always like the reference there. Thank you very much. I know I have a little challenge, but we're going to come back in just a minute, and we're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for your prayer requests that you've called in, and we're going to trust God for a miracle.
Yes.
But before we do, let's see what's on tomorrow, coming up tomorrow on Real Life.